Hi Change Checkers, and welcome to our latest newsletter.
This month's been extremely exciting, not only for collectors, but also for Star Wars fans.
Absolutely. In fact, this is the UK's first ever Star Wars 50p, which was issued, as well as a new Music Legends £5. And we also got to meet so many of you at our live coin swap events.
Yeah, it was really great to meet you all, and we've got a lot to cover in this newsletter. So without further ado, I'm Kate.
And I'm Rachel, and this is your Change Checker newsletter for July. So it was the moment we were all waiting for this month, as the UK's first ever Star Wars 50p right here was released in July, and it was a long awaited release for this one, wasn't it?
It definitely was, yeah, and everyone has been loving it. It features R2-D2 and C-3PO inside the Millennium Falcon, and it's also got a special lenticular feature. Now that might ring a bell from the Harry Potter 50ps, which is actually the only other time we've seen it on a UK 50p. So when tilted one way, it shows Tatooine, and when the other way, it shows the Rebel Alliance Starbird. There's a new minting technology, and I think it just adds something really special to this coin.
Absolutely. You know what? It's one of the special features that everyone has been talking about with this new 50p. Even if you're not a Star Wars fan, to see something like that on a 50p coin is really quite incredible. And just tilting it just right to get the design to change is pretty cool as well. Now, this is actually the first in a series of 4 50ps, which will feature other characters from the original trilogy. So later in the year, we're going to see Darth Vader and Emperor Palpatine, there'll be Luke Skywalker and Princess Leia, and Han Solo and Chewbacca. So a really great series when we have all 4 of those together, each of them with a lenticular feature as well. I think that's going to look incredible.
I know, they're going to be so great, such a good collection to have. So if you want to find out more, you can click the link in the description box. Now, we gave you the opportunity to vote for your favourite Star Wars design after the 4 designs had been revealed, and nearly 500 of you voted, and a whopping 43.67% voted that R2-D2 and C-3PO, this one here, was your favourite. So it's fitting that they feature on the very first one in the series.
Yeah, absolutely. So those of you that voted for that one as a favourite, you will be very excited, because you can get your hands on this coin right now, which is really exciting. The other 3 are available to pre-order. Now, you know what? I think this coin is really cool as well, but I think my favourite is possibly Luke and Leia. I don't know, I just think it's quite iconic to have those 2 as a duo together.
Yeah, and they look very in action.
Dynamic, isn't it? Yeah, do you have a favourite?
I think it's got to be Han Solo and Chewbacca, as I said before, because he's so fluffy.
Well, we can't wait to see that one, but of course they will be released later. So make sure you've pre-ordered them if you haven't done so already. Now, many of you have also been asking, why is Star Wars being celebrated on a UK coin? Now, there's actually quite a lot of ties to the UK, aren't there?
There is, yeah. I mean, it is obviously an American movie, but a lot of it was filmed in the UK, in British studios, had a lot of British actors and voice actors, and a lot of British actors actually came back to play main roles in the sequel trilogy, like Daisy Ridley and John Boyega. So if you want to read more about why there are so many links to the UK, you can click the link and read our blog. So we saw another £5 coin issued as part of the Royal Mint's Music Legends series, this time paying tribute to The Police. Now, they were referred to as the biggest band in the world by Rolling Stone magazine in 1983, and they really did play quite a pivotal role in shaping the music of the 70s and 80s.
Absolutely, and did you know it's actually been 40 years since their final album, Synchronicity, was released. So the fact they've been celebrated on a Music Legends £5 I think is only fitting. But this, of course, is not the first Music Legends £5. We've seen the likes of Elton John, Queen, even the Rolling Stones, which was the last UK £5 coin to feature Queen Elizabeth II on the obverse.
Yes, it was,
So something special there, but of course this one does feature King Charles III. So it is a brand new coin issued in that Music Legends series, which is, of course, the dual portrait series.
Yeah, only the second coin in the series to feature the King. Obviously, last month we had Dame Shirley Bassey. That was a Music Legends coin, and that was the first of its kind. So, yeah, we really see something different with that dual portrait £5 series.
Absolutely. So if you are a collector that's been, collecting each one in the series, you have got something extra special there.
Now, the design of the coin actually takes inspiration from the cover art of that Synchronicity album and the Every Breath You Take, the Classics album. Now, if you want to find out more about this Music Legends coin, click the link in the description box.
So also this month, a brand new UK £2 coin was issued, paying tribute to English mathematician and writer Ada Lovelace. Now this is actually the third UK £2 coin to feature in the Royal Mint's Innovation in Science series.
Yeah, there's been a lot of coins in this series, but as you say, that's only the third £2 coin. So previously, we've seen the Stephen Hawking 50p, which was of course incredibly popular with collectors.
Yeah,
the Alan Turing 50p, which had all those secret coded messages within the code. I loved that one. And obviously more recently, we had the Edward Jenner £2 coin.
Yeah.
Now, Lovelace worked really closely with Charles Babbage on his analytical engine computer and is considered to be one of the first ever computer programmers.
Now, Babbage even gave Ada Lovelace the nickname the Enchantress of Numbers. But of course, Charles Babbage did feature on a UK 50p as part of this series as well.
Yeah.
So now we can see that both of these amazing scientists have been celebrated on UK coins, along with some incredible other pioneers of modern technology.
Yeah, and of course it features that edge inscription, Innovation in Science, tying it in with the rest of the series. And the design on this coin actually shows the original input cards used by Ada Lovelace when she was working with Charles Babbage on the analytical engine. And along with the inscription, a discoverer of hidden realities of nature, which was actually a quote that she said about herself in a letter she wrote to her mother.
Yeah, so it's crazy that they've managed to fit that onto the £2 coin. I think it's so incredibly detailed, this one. So great to spot all those little features as you look at the coin. But if you do want to find out more about it, just head to the link in the description below.
So the Women's World Cup is now in full swing.
Yeah.
England had the very first match of the tournament against Haiti on the 22nd of July and they won 1-0, so that's great. And they've since played Denmark and China. Now the Pride of England £5 was actually issued in June, so we covered it in the last newsletter.
Yep.
And it was issued to celebrate the Lionesses' recent achievements and also to wish them luck in the World Cup tournament.
Yeah, that's right. You know what? England brought football home back in 2022 when they won the Euros. So let's see if they can do it again with a World Cup win, because that would just be incredible. And of course, for owners of this £5 coin, what an experience to say that you have the £5 celebrating the World Cup winners.
Yeah, with those 3 lions.
Yeah, so
very patriotic.
Yeah, we love this coin. But you can still get the Pride of England £5 if you haven't already added it to your collection and you do want to show support for our Lionesses, just click the link in the description box below. Now, it's great to see all of you who attended the live events back in July, where we went to the Royal International Air Tattoo and to the New Forest show, where we were swapping any 50p for the brand new Coronation 50p.
Yeah, it was great. I mean, these were my first live shows.
Yeah.
And I really enjoyed meeting so many of you. And it was also great to see around the shows as well.
Yeah.
At the Royal International Air Tattoo, you know, despite the very wet weather, we did have a great time meeting so many change checkers and also loads of people who are new to collecting.
Yeah,
so I think we inspired a couple of people as well, and we also got to look around the displays and see some of the aircraft.
Yeah.
And my favourite thing, I've got to tell you this, a little bit of trivia, we actually got to look around and go inside the RAF Globemaster C-17 plane. It was actually the one that carried Queen Elizabeth II's body from Edinburgh to RAF Northolt, and it actually has the registration number ZZ177, which when you view it upside down reads Liz. So that's very touching and something very special for us to see.
Absolutely. But of course, we were back just a couple of weeks later. We went to the New Forest show for our next live event, taking the Coronation 50p with us again, but this time the weather was so much better.
It was so much better.
We were very relieved to have a little bit of sunshine, to see lots of the show, and to meet so many people who, of course, were interested in coin collecting, finding out more about the Coronation 50p. Now, we did have that special crowned obverse with us. It's the version that won't be going into your change. So I think people were really, really excited to get their hands on that 50p for just face value and to learn so much about change checker and about the hobby of collecting.
Yeah, so if you were at either of our live events, it was great to meet you. Let us know in the comments below if you were there, and be sure to check out our roundup videos. You might be able to spot yourself. Well, what a month July has been. I mean, going to those swap events,
Yeah.
I've really enjoyed meeting so many of you, and it was so great to inspire new people to start collecting, and with the launches we've had as well, very exciting.
Absolutely. You know what, like you say, it was great to really get out there and just meet so many change checkers and people new to the hobby. And of course, that Star Wars 50p, that was a really great thing to have this month as well. It's been so popular and really, really exciting for collectors.
Definitely. And don't forget, you can find out more about everything we've spoken about in this newsletter by clicking the links below below to our blogs, and make sure you subscribe to our YouTube channel and turn on your notifications so you don't miss any future videos from us.
And you can also listen to us on the go with the Change Taker podcast, which is available on all major streaming platforms.
Thank you all so much for watching and listening, and we'll see you next month when we'll be reporting on the month of August.
See you then.
Bye.